What is going on, guys? This is Justin with Go Crazy Card Collecting. I'm stuck in my house a little bit. We are in a snow/ice storm in the central Arkansas area, and Arkansas is not really equipped for that sort of thing. I did grow up just south of St. Louis, and we had more ways to kind of combat ice and snow. We didn't really get a whole lot of ice, but snow. And here they just don't do that. We don't get it enough that they don't necessarily want to invest in the preparations for that. So it is Saturday, but we'll probably be out of school on Monday, probably Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday. There's a chance we don't even go next week at all. So I may be shooting several more videos, but I just wanted to come on here real quick. John, Nerding Out with Cards, and I have been talking quite a bit, texting quite a bit, and he's been celebrating some things with me that I was able to do in my collection, and I will show you guys that in a little bit. I've celebrated with a lot of my friends with that. I've been texting everybody. I'm so excited. So I have a card on the way that I want to share with everybody. But for the time being, we started talking about, being a Cardinals fan, and he's done that series. He's done 9 videos on the Ozzie Smith weekend, and his final video was about the actual Ozzie Smith weekend. And so he showed the giveaways they gave, and we were texting back and forth, and I said, have you ever seen one of these? He said, I just did a video about that. And I was like, well, dang it. Now he knows I didn't watch his last video, but I did go back and watch it. And during that weekend, there were 3 days of giveaways from the stadium. And I have a bunch of them because I attended Ozzie Smith's final regular season home game. It was wonderful. They didn't know how many more games were going to happen and that sort of thing. He came out, was electric as always. Of course, he went 0 for 3 with 3 ground outs, but he did his backflip. And I don't know if this is a memory from that game or another game, but his kids were with him at some point and did backflips too. And he got on the microphone and thought it was funny to say, hey, they learned that from their mom. Anyway, just a little bit of humor, but it was just a neat time. And so I'm a huge, it just kind of like took me back. I've been collecting, Bob Gibson, Lou Brock, Stan Musial, and all these guys, and I love them, and I will continue to collect them. I love them so much. But it reminded me of how much I loved Ozzie Smith growing up. And I haven't even done an Ozzie Smith video. Like, how crazy is that? It's like, I loved Ozzie Smith. I grew up in the St. Louis area and went to all kinds of games, tons of games, and got to see him do really amazing things. And I was 13 years old, and we got to go to his final regular season home game in September. And so I wanted to show you a few things from that. But before I do that, I kind of wanted to go through his run just a little bit. There's his rookie that I have. It's a little bit off-centered, but it's a 6.5. I had a 4, and I sold it as part of trying to get my Stan Musial rookie. And then I was able to get this back a little bit later. So I kind of had an upgrade, a win on that one. That one is in 79, and then you go to his 80. I love that card. Now he is in a Padres uniform, but I love it. It's 81, still in the Padres uniform. Now I did find a problem when I was getting this ready for this video. His 82. The problem is that he has an 82 traded that is a Cardinals card, and I had that card, and I don't know where it is. Did I use it for something? Did I have it in a trade? Did I give it away? All I know is that now I'm going to get a graded copy of it. Might as well use it to upgrade it and get a better copy. So there's his 82. He has an 82 Topps traded where he is his first Cardinals card. Here's his 83, my birth year. It's a great card. 84. 85. 86. He has great cards. I love this card. Now, here's something that's funny. Here's 87. Look what he's doing at 87. He's playing defense. Now, I don't adhere to Ozzie was only a defensive player, but I do know he was maybe the best defensive shortstop of all time. And that was a big jump into the Hall of Fame. And so I do know that defense, without his defense, he wouldn't have made it into the Hall of Fame. But this is the only one in his Topps run where he's playing defense. So wild. They don't even capture. I kind of went down on some things about how many players do they not capture what they're like known for, and what. Here he is hitting again. 88. 89. Getting ready to hit. 90. 91. 40th anniversary of Topps. He was pretty fast too, so in that Herzog base stealing regime. 92. 93. It's a great looking card. 94. 95. And here is 96. Stealing a base, I'm sure. Or getting caught stealing or whatever. That's his 96. So in his final game, John showed this right here. I don't know which one I was actually given. They were handouts at the game. Because what I did was at the end of the game, I walked around and picked up as many as I could because people had thrown them all over the stadium. I could have gotten more, but my mom was ready to go. So she wouldn't let me. She wouldn't let just a little 13-year-old just wander around. She didn't want to walk around with me. So I got several of them. I sent one to Billy Ballgame. I don't know. I need to get one a little more protected. I can't believe I've kept them in this good of shape for that long. But I have those, and they're very, very awesome. And I also have this. This is a scorecard from that game. I wrote. It's my little 13-year-old writing. Look at that. Larkin. I have him hitting a home run in the 4th and 5th inning. I know he hit 2 home runs that game. Not 100% sure that he hit 2 home runs back-to-back. Or in back-to-back innings. But he had a lot of RBIs. Larkin had a great game. Here's this side. Ozzie did not have a great game. McGee. Anyway, Ozzie's up there at the top. So, I thought this was pretty cool. There's La Russa. There's Ozzie. I loved some Brian Jordan. And Ray Langford was one of my favorites. Oh, that's La Russa. I said that's La Russa. There's La Russa. There's Ron Gant. So anyway, I just thought I'd show that to you. These were something that I actually picked up at the last game. I loved it. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one. I'm going to do another one probably pretty soon. So, talk to you guys later. I love you all, and God bless.